What up, though? You already know how I go. Make sure you smash, like, subscribe, comment. I don't care what you comment. As long as you comment, you dig Islam to the Mobites. Salam alaikum. Blue Rock Monitor, the I Keys. I see Salat to my comrades. 212 to the Bloods. I know you somewhere saying 204 back. 410 to the G's. Mazel Tov Salam to the Jews. Mighty palms up to my Vice Lord, my concrete Vice Lord brothers. Much love and respect to you, Big Five, everywhere you go. Love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Let me talk to you real quick before this shift starts. You dig? I wanted to speak on this, and I try to speak on this once a month, but I didn't do it last month for some reason. I forgot. It is what it is. Excuse me. The streets. The streets. That's what I want to talk about. The streets. It's very fiction. It's very commercialized. I know it's all cool, when we sit back, we watch it. I love the street tales. That's why I give them to you. I love Detroit history and culture. I love piecing together the puzzles and giving great stories. But let's talk to the younger people who really believe in this, don't snitch, go do 1,000 years for your man, kill, murder, spin the block. I'm a hood legend. You know how many guys in the penitentiary I met that was hood legends with natural life without parole? And I talked to, and they wish they would have took a plea. They wish they would have never been involved. You know how many times a brother, 55, 60 years old, been down 30 years, he like, man, that date messed up my life, bro. It all took like 2 minutes. We had satisfaction for about a week until they came and arrested us. And I've been here ever since. Imagine just waking up doing the same thing every day, the monotony, the repetition. You looking forward to seeing a fight or an argument or something, you know what I'm saying? Like something out the norm. And then that even becomes the norm. I done seen people get poked up next to me and I bag all the way back and get out the way. My homeboy just sitting there watching because there's nothing to him no more. He been seeing it for years. Imagine living in a place where a noodle can get you stabbed, get you disfigured, get your eye took out your head, get a razor blade ran across your face. A place where a noodle holds value. I know it's cool. We be, on the internet talking about what we would and wouldn't do. Well, ask those 97% of people who take the stand on the co-defendants and point the finger. Ask S&B Tay that. He had natural life without parole. He got 30 years now. And it crushed me, bro, because he been down 15 years, a decade and a half. And he still got a decade and a half plus 2 years to go. I bet you ask him, do he regret being involved? I'm not saying he did it, but being involved with people that will put his name in it. I bet he do. I bet he wish he could take that moment back in his life. I bet you now, if he was afforded the opportunity to have a normal childhood outside the ghetto, go to school, play sports, I bet he'd do it now. I've been upstate with people trying to find any way to get out, including telling on dead people. I was out there with a boss pimp guy, I forget his name, he's from Alabama. His own gangs, they heard about the situation like, man, will he be able to blame it on his dead co-defendant? And they told him, go ahead and do it. But y'all out here in the streets, civilians talking about telling on dead people is snitching. That's just a little bit too gangster for me, man. I see right through it. I see you really ain't like that. You dig? I know y'all be entertained by this stuff. I know that's why y'all comment what y'all comment, because y'all living in this world of listening to these raps and really believing you like that, or these rappers like that. Nah, it don't work like that. It don't work like that at all. I used to be so dumb. I used to think that I could shoot somebody on the block, and just because I was around all gangsters, nobody would tell. They would tell even if they didn't get caught, so they can get a pass for the next time they get caught. With something they did, they could get locked up on a drug case for a gram, and they about to go to county jail and give up a murder that you did, or a shooting that you did, or give up a bigger drug dealer. And it came a point in my life, I used to think like that, like, yeah, no, ain't no snitching on the streets is this. I'm out here with my guys, and I'm living in regret to this day that I gave fidelity to them bums, and they still losers. I went to prison. I went to jail a bunch of times before prison. I went to juvie. couple times, went to jail quite a few times, went to prison, got out, went to jail a few times, and I still pass them up like that. Within months, I'm doing better than what they doing. And I ain't doing the best in the world, so what that say about them? I was hanging around with some losers that with nothing to offer me, man. Just around being tough, mean mugging, wanting to fight and prove myself. And for what? You can't put none of that gangster stuff I did on a resume and get a job or a loan. You can't take that into no business meeting and tell people this is why you should invest in me unless I was a rapper or something. You know what I'm saying? But, and even then, they want the people that can talk about it real good, not the ones that actually live it, because the ones that actually live it really can't rap. You never see the super lyrical rappers gangsters. Nas wasn't no gangster. J. Cole not a gangster. Drake not a gangster. Lil Wayne not a gangster. Not a real gangster. Excuse me, I should say a street gangster. But they taking care of their family, they living, they got money, got generational wealth. That's gangster. Taking care of your kids, punching that clock every day, saving up money, 401k, retirement plan, life insurance, stocks, bonds, college tuition for your children. That's gangster. Not a street gangster. Yeah, you're not no street. That's real gangster, real life gangster. Because that's harder than picking up a bag. That's harder than robbing. That's harder than stealing. That take guts, not to fall victim to the peer pressure of your environment. And there's somebody somewhere right now that's hanging with their homeboys, thinking it's all good gravy. These my boys, I love them. They'll die for me. They'll take the rap for me, and they get caught up, and they all point the finger at you. Or y'all get caught up, and all your other homeboys out here living life. They'll write you once or twice when you're in the jail. They'll put a free you post on Facebook or Instagram once a year, every 2 years. 10 years into your bit, you won't hear from none of them. They'll be trying to mess with your baby mama. They ain't not gonna check on your mother, your grandmother, to see if she can get up and down the stairs. Does she need the phone bill paid because your income missing? Do your daughter need diapers? They ain't gonna do none of that at all. Point blank, period. None of that. I didn't even make it a full 4 years. Only the women stayed in contact with me. None of the homies. None of them. Not one homie. Not even cousins. My aunts and my family, my blood family, my uncle, my aunt, and my 2 aunts, my mother, consistently stayed in contact with me and did for me. Out of 100 people. Well, excuse me, out of 15, 20 family members. When we talk about friends and overall, I probably had about 40 of them at the time I went to prison. Probably 6 or 7 females stayed down with me. And they was in and out. Life goes on when you in the penitentiary. It don't stop for you. You still running off the rep. Ah, man, I was this back in 1999. Man, I was a killer. And look at them now. Washing shoes. Washing underwear. Stealing food out the kitchen to survive. To get some extra money in prison. All that money made is gone down the drain. And I'm not knocking nobody who been through it and got out. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever, right? I'm just saying, you look back on all the money you made, and even me, I look back on the money I made, and I say, damn, how much of that I got right now? How much of that did I save? And you got to start all over. Go look at them big names that got out of prison and see where they at financially. None of the names hold up to what they were back in the day. None of them. It's few and far in between. The guy can go do all that time and still and be a legend. It's the Brian Peanut Browns. That's scarce. That's not frequent. That don't happen a lot. That was a real big home. That was a real big boss. That was a real big dealer. That was you did them tomorrow. Not too many people get out, get back in the groove, and maintain connections out here to still function, and they could put you back in. When you come home, you on your own. Out of sight, out of mind. So I'm asking you just to think about what I just said before you pull the trigger, before you rob somebody, before you think it's gangster to go kill somebody and spin a block. I just want you to think about what I said and ask yourself, am I ready to sit down for 25 years over an hour or two of satisfaction because I killed him? Is Is that really worth it to you? You really find sense in that? Only thing walking away from a situation do to you is hurt your pride. You care about a street rep, but the street rep not gonna pay. If you're not taking that street rep and that fear and turning it into a street empire, what is you really benefiting from? You know how many guys go to prison for bodies broke? They got more bullets than dollars. Look, I would go through the struggle and strife a little bit. Manage, maintain, live broke for a while. Go get your trade, your school, your business. Build that thing up and then pop. You ain't got to be a drug dealer or killer to have some money or a ball. Go to the strip club, throw a few thousand. Get some jewelry. There's people do it every day, all day, off a job, off towing cars, off working for a tow truck company. It's so many other ways to get bread, bro. All you got to do is evaluate your situation and see what you can do and manage and make. I'm telling you, you don't want to be a bitter soul like I am. Looking back, I don't even want to shake some of these hands when I see them. That stagnation, that brokenness, that's contagious. That mindset contagious. You know them people that always talk about what they want to do, the visions they got, and don't put no forth and effort into it. Man, you had that idea 10 years ago and they made one step towards accomplishing it. Those are the type of people that's out here in the street. Why affiliate and involve yourself with that? You better than that. Especially if you're young, you're in your 20s, your teens, your early 30s, even your 40s, bro. You got so many moves that you could bust and make. Especially with the internet. I know women selling feet pictures, getting 5-6 figures off. Not 6 figures, but 4 or 5 figures off selling feet pictures.